Hello everyone, welcome you all to my session on stock analysis. I hope by now you have already watched my price action video. If you haven't watched it, please go back and watch that video first, because this particular stock analysis what I'm talking about is totally dependent upon the price action video. So please check it out and then come back to this video. Whatever strategy you take up, be it VWAP, be it pivot points, be it moving average, whatever those strategy you are following, those will require a proper setup, and you can only take the trade only if all the conditions required for applying that strategy is met. But price action is one such strategy or one such aspect which will be there in any stock, in any time frame, or in any index. So you need to understand this as a retailer. The first thing which you have to learn is knowing what is price action and how does it work. If this becomes clear to you, that is the concept of price action becomes clear to you, then trading will be just easier than anything else using this particular logic. Morning and check like top losers, top gainers list, or they will go and check for open is equal to low, and then they try to grab few stocks in their watch list, and they'll search for the opportunity, trading opportunity. If you ask me, I advise that this is not the right approach, because the moment you search for the stock in the morning looking at all these criteria, that is open is equal to high, low, top gainers, top losers, all this, the main entry point you will miss during this period of searching the stock. So for a retailer, for a beginner, it is always advisable to do some homework. I have been trading for 8 years, but still even now I prepare for the next day's trade previous day itself. I'll keep all the stock ready in my watch list, and then morning I will start with a very cool mind. So it is always preferred to do the stock analysis previous day, keep in your watch list all the stocks, and morning with the cool mind, with proper controlling of emotions, you have to enter into trading. To give you a small practical example, if you go to a doctor and say this is your problem, will he simply consider the problem that is existing now, or will he ask for your history? Definitely he would know your history, right, before giving the proper medication, because that is very important. Without knowing the history, without knowing what is actually the case, what is the total background of that case, if you directly get into and give some medication, anything might happen. It's most probable that things go wrong, right? Same thing you can apply for stock market also. Morning, if you simply go search for some stock and just trade without knowing what is the price action, weekly price action, or what is the price action that exists in that month, that will definitely not give you good results, because it's not just based upon trading for that current period. It is also based upon the history, how the stock is moving, what is the price action when you consider the stock in the long run. Only see, whatever happens in the long run, same thing will be reflected in the shorter time frame also, right? So it's always important to check the history of the stock, to understand, to properly analyze the chart, to read the chart, actually past chart, because history repeats, right? So whatever has happened in the past will definitely happen now. So we will have to be prepared for this before we check or enter into trade in the next morning. So it's always my advice to do a proper homework, to be prepared, to be organized, planned, and then only trade. Otherwise you will definitely end up losing money, and no one can help you out in this. How much ever workshops you take, how much ever live trades you see, this will never work. Only learning the charts, learning the past charts, historical charts, and analyzing the way the price action moves can only help you out in trading. If you are able to clearly analyze the chart the way I tell in this video, I can assure you that in a very short period of time you can become a professional trader. I'm not telling you will be a millionaire or billionaire, but definitely you can sustain in the market for 1 year without losing your capital, which is very important. If you sustain in the market without losing your capital, then definitely it boosts your confidence, and it will make you to do more and more of analysis, research, and come out with great results. In this video, I'll show you how to analyze the chart using one stock. It's not that you will just watch this and just start doing your trade. It is your homework to analyze at least minimum of 100 charts before you actually trade. So please apply the same logic that I say and start analyzing the charts, analyze around 100 charts, and then only start applying it in the live market. So let's quickly get in and check out how to analyze the stock. This is a TradingView portal. You can open an account using this portal. It is absolutely free of cost. So here you have an advantage of saving the chart also. Once you do all your analysis, you can just save the chart in this TradingView in your account, so that whenever you have to go back and check, it becomes easy for you to check. Here see, here you can make a separate list and keep all the stocks which you have analyzed, and all the markings that you have made will be saved here. So whenever you want to check out different stocks, you just need to click that particular stock in this list, and you can see all the calculations, all the markings that you have made to analyze the stock. So I'll just show this analysis using one stock. Please make sure that in this list here in the right side corner, at least 100 stocks are already kept ready by you before doing the live trading. Once you have done all the analysis and kept all the stocks over here in the right side, morning you just can go and check the top gainers, top losers from the NSE website, and whatever stocks are there in that top gainers, top losers list, you can just come here and check those stocks. Now already your analysis is ready, all your markings will be ready with respect to those particular stocks. So what you have to do is you have to just look for buying or selling opportunity based on your price action strategy. That's all. It's really very easy thing, and the results that you get is outstanding. So it is not a big deal to do sit for say 2-3 hours a day and do your complete analysis. Instead, if you don't do any back test and if you simply go and start losing money, there is no point in entering into a stock market, because no one just comes into stock market to lose their money, right? But stock market is always ready to take your money. So please don't let stock market to take out your hard-earned money that easily. So please do the homework and be prepared. Now let's quickly get in and check. I have taken Maruti Suzuki stock for this analysis. What you have to do is, the first thing, you have to change this time frame to 1 month. Okay, the first thing that you have to do while starting the analysis is that change the time frame to month. Then you have to change this candles. By default it will be in candles, right? Change that to line. Okay, so you can see these lines now. Now what you have to do is just go to tools over here, select horizontal line, and go on marking these V shapes. Wherever you find V shapes over here, go on placing these horizontal lines over there. Just touch that point and place it. I'll just change the color. So wherever you find V shapes from below, if you're looking like this above, then it has to be like an A shape. Wherever you find such patterns, just go on placing these lines like this, horizontal lines. Just try to touch as many points as possible. So you can see here there is a good point here. Actually, if you want to, here also we can place another line here, and here I have considered this point, here this point, here we have 1 point, and here there are lots of them. So I have just taken this point so that it will touch around 3 points, V shapes over here. Okay, once you do this, just change this time frame from monthly to 1 week. Okay, the moment you change it to 1 week, you can see slightly your lines that you have drawn already will show a difference. So now go on just adjusting the lines. See here, okay, it's let's place it over here. It's okay, we'll place it here. Some small changes you will have to do. If it doesn't sit at that point properly, then you can make the adjustments. Here you can draw it, or here. See here it has moved up, so you can do the small changes. Okay, I think this looks good. After that you have to change from weekly to 1 day. Again, in few places you will have to do some adjustments, like see now again here the line is not sitting properly. Just adjust it a little bit. Here see here it has moved up. Here the point is little changed. Here again we have an extra shape coming in, so let's consider that also. Let's place a line over here also. So we have a lot of support lines, support and resistance lines we can call it as. After you do this, we go and draw the trend line now. Till now we were drawing the horizontal lines to get the support and resistance. Now we are drawing the trend line which will touch as many points as possible. So if I start from here, say I'll go on touching these lines. So here I just drew the trend lines touching these points, right? When I was drawing this trend line, say if I drew it when I was in this position, you can see after some time the stock again touched the same level and then again went back, right? So this particular level acted as support. First this level acted as resistance. The stock just came to this point and then came back. From here if I go on drawing the line, you can see next again this acted as a resistance. After that the stock broke this resistance, it went a little up and again this acted as support. The same resistance level acted as support later on. So now if I again draw another trend line, say joining these points, here also you can see this particular level is constantly acting as support, right? Here there is a touch, here there is a touch, again here there is a touch. So this acted as support again and again. So again if I go on checking, here also we can get a very good trend line. Once you do all this, now change it to candles. See, now your whole analysis is ready. So now your analysis is ready with you. So whenever you want to trade, you will just go back and just check out these lines and find the proper entry for yourself. Say you are an expert in candlestick pattern, then you can go and check the type of the candles that is formed at these levels. If say you want to look for a doji, then if you find a good doji over here, you can apply your strategy and take the trade. For example, if you are going for VWAP strategy, then this will be additional confirmation upon applying your VWAP strategy. If you are going for mother baby breakout, then you can check if that type of candle is formed anywhere in the breakouts and then take the trade. In my previous video itself, I have given one strategy based on Fibo levels. So that is similar to this one. There I just checked for shadow patterns, right? So you can go for some other patterns, but if this analysis is ready with you, again using those pivot lines, Fibo lines, all those are again system generated. But if you can do it manually, it will give you extra confirmation. Whatever you do manually will be more accurate actually than using some automated indicators. So using this, you can easily take the trade. See, if you go on checking here, let's quickly analyze this first so that it will be very clear for you. As per our line, trend line which we drew, you can see this acted as support over here. So next what happened, stock just went and touched this line and started coming down, right? If you carefully analyze this position, the stock went in the upward direction. It just took the support from this trend line over here and then it started moving upwards. So you can apply this strategy here. If you have any candlestick pattern strategy or any strategy, you can take the trade here. You can see it clearly touched, came till this levels, that is this line which we drew, horizontal line, acted as resistance over here. Then again stock came down for the second time. It clearly touched this resistance, right? Here you can see the type of the candle formed. It is a doji. So if you are a trader using that strategy, then you can go for shorting here. Or if you are a price action trader, then you can see that high, low, lower high, lower low is formed. You can look for the breakdown over here. This is a breakdown candle. Below this, if you go for shorting, you can keep the next line, whatever support line you have already prepared, you have already kept it ready, right? That support line can act as your target. You can see that it clearly reached this level, right? So you can clearly be ready with whatever is required, and quickly you can take the decision. Again, if you see here, clearly it touched this line support. It took support at this line which you draw, and then it started moving in the upward direction. And if we go on analyzing like that, everywhere that support line is touched, see, and once here this support is broken, you can see that stock started falling down. So here you can apply the strategy. Here you can apply the strategy and take the trade. Again here, this line acted as support. Now when this line acts as support, you can consider this line as a resistance. So if you take the trade somewhere at this point, apply your strategy and take the trade, you can keep this line as your target because it's already ready with you, right? So this is how you have to analyze the chart. Now if you are an intraday player, then you can change the time frame to 5 minutes, 15 minutes, or whatever is your strategy, and then analyze based on these lines which you have already kept ready. Here you can see this stock is just in between these lines only. Now these two lines are very nearer, right? In these cases it is always preferable not to trade. If you go on checking, see, for a long time the stock was in the same zone. You couldn't reach any of the points over here. That's why it's always preferable not to trade when stock is moving between the two lines, and these two lines are very closer. Now say in the top gainers, top losers list, you found the stock, but when you checked here, you came to know that it is in the range bound area. So avoid trading in that stock. Though it is there in the top gainers losers list, you are not going to trade because it is in the range bound area. Now if you don't do this analysis and you just go and watch the top gainers and losers list, there you find the stock, you go and trade in the stock. But since it is in the range bound zone for the long time and you did notice that, you will end up losing money. So it is always better to do the homework so that you will be prepared. You can take a proper decision, okay? So if you move forward, you can see this line is broken over here. So once you find such breakouts or breakdowns, you can go for trading based on any of the strategy which you apply. So here you can see the candle after some time broke this line, right? This was our trend line and that line is broken. Once this line is broken, you can apply your strategy. If you apply price action strategy, then it is high, low, lower high, lower low, and after that if you go on touching this line, you can get the breakdown somewhere here at this candle. Now you can also observe that retracement has also happened here. Now the moment it breaks this line, you cannot just go for trading. In my Telegram channel, in my YouTube channel, everywhere I keep telling that please wait for the retracement, because once this line is broken, definitely a retracement will happen. So once the retracement happens, then you take the trade so that you will get additional confirmation. Here you can see the stock is retraced over here. Then you take your entry. This will be the breakdown candle. Then you can go for shorting. Similarly, if you go on checking, again here it took support, right? Stock exactly took support at this line, and then again some retracements happened. So constantly the stock is taking support over here. Then again it came down and you can see there is a touch over here. After this touch, you can apply your strategy and then take the trade. Again at this level, the stock broke this particular trend line, but as per my suggestion, you are not going to blindly take the trade. You are going to wait again for the retracement. So here again retracement happened, and again it broke this line, it took support over here and then it started moving. So it is not advisable to take the trade here. After the stock retraces, this level is a proper level to take the trade. You will apply your strategy, you can apply the price action strategy also, you will get a breakout here, then you can go on trading. See again this level is acting as a strong support. The stock is constantly coming to this level and then again going back. Now if you don't get proper entry using this, because here we took monthly and then came to weekly, we considered everything and plotted these lines. If you say don't get proper entry because the levels are, the difference in the levels are too much, then for trading intraday you can just go for 15 minutes candle and then plot these lines so that you will get some good entry. Another thing which I need to add to this is you can obtain extra confirmation to the trade using a Fibonacci. What is Fibonacci, how it works, everything I have explained in the price action video itself. Here I'll just show you how to apply it exactly, how to use that indicator. Again in detail I have a separate video on YouTube, you can go and check it out there also. Here I'll just show you how to apply it, so that if you are applying price action strategy or any strategy, just this Fibonacci levels, knowing these levels will give you more confirmation, additional confirmation to take the trade. Now if you see this chart, you can see that the stock is continuously in the downtrend, right? So if you go on applying Fibo, you have to just go to indicators and then select Fib retracement, and here if I draw the trend line like this, okay, say from here if I go on drawing it like this, we know that the stock is making its downtrend, right? As per our price action also, if we apply high, low, lower, high, lower, low, then it is a downtrend. So we are looking for a shorting opportunity. But to take the trade, we need to know exactly at what level it retraces. So you can see that first time it exactly took the support at 0.618 and then started coming down. Again if you see, it again this retracement happened and then again it took the support at 0.618. Now since the downtrend is confirmed, even if you apply the price action strategy, the downtrend is confirmed, you are looking for shorting opportunity. So when this retracement happened and the stock just touched this level 0.618 and started moving down, here you can see, you can apply the strategy and take the trade. If you go on checking, the stock again started falling down. Now after it fell down for a certain limit, then again retracement happened, right? So now again apply this, continue applying this Fibo and just check where it happened. At this level, that is at 0.5. So when it again retraces from this level, you can take the trade. As I always say, the stock will do the rally and then again take a rest, do a rally, again take a rest. So when it is doing its rally, it's not advisable to take the trade in between, because it is dangerous, like climbing a running train. So you have to wait for the pause that happens, that is a retracement that happens, and once again the rally starts, that will be the point when you will take the trade. Only those trades will give you good results. If you run behind the running stocks which are already doing a rally, then the chances are that you will end up taking the trade at the end of the rally, and whenever the stock takes the rest, you will end up making loss. So always wait for the retracement, check the levels and then take the trade. Here also this is a level again at which retracement happened. Here you can go for shorting opportunity. So whatever be your strategy, you are not going to blindly take the trade as soon as the breakout happens. You are going to wait for the retracement and then only take the trade, because that is the most safer way of taking the trade. Here if you consider this stock, here it is uptrend. You can see if it is uptrend, then how will you apply the Fibo? You will have to draw the Fibo from below here to above. Okay, if you go on checking here, the stock took support at this 0.5, right? Then after that it constantly took support at this point, this level, that is at 0.5, right? Here it took support at this level, again at 0.5 it took support, again it took, so 3-4 times it took support over here, and then once it broke the 0.618 level, you can see that the stock started falling down. So once the 0.618 level is broken, you have to be a bit careful, because sometimes a trend will reverse, like this case. So you have to draw the Fibo from below to above if it is uptrend. If it is downtrend, you will be drawing the line from up, that is above to below, and then you have to check the levels, apply your strategy, and then take the trade. You will take the trade only after the retracement. So yeah, this is all I had to say in this video. So if you want to go in detail for this Fibo, I have a separate video in my YouTube channel. You can check it out. Again, the basics of Fibo I have already explained in my price action video, wherein I have explained all the concepts of price action. So hope this was helpful. If you had watched price action video and understood it clearly, then understanding this is very easy actually. So yeah, please do a lot of practice. As I already told, please analyze at least 100 stocks and keep them ready in your watch list, and then check top gainers, top losers in the morning, and in a relaxed mind take the trade after applying the strategy. I wish all of you all the best and happy trading.